Our next example, we have here 5x to the 6th minus 45x to the 5th plus 20x squared all over negative 5x to the 4th. So our monomial is the denominator, and we're going to divide the negative 5x to the 4th into each of the terms that's in the numerator. So since we have 3 terms in the numerator, we're going to write 3 separate fractions. And then we're going to reduce each fraction. Okay, so let's look at this. 5 divided by negative 5. Well, that gives us negative 1. And then our x to the 6th over x to the 4th. We're going to subtract 4x's from out of 6. We have x squared. So that first term here would give us negative 1x squared, or we would say negative x squared. The next middle term, negative 5 divides into negative 45, positive what? 9 times. And then where would our x go, because we have the greatest amount of x's? In the numerator. So we're going to subtract 4 x's from out of 5. We have an x. So that middle term is plus 9x. The next one, negative 5 divides into 20, negative 4 times. Now let's look at what we have here as far as the base x. Where do you have the greatest amount of x's? In the denominator. So we're going to subtract 2 x's from out of 4. Our answer will be in the denominator. So since our answer is going to be in the denominator for base x, that third term will be in fraction form. So we will have minus 4 all over x squared. The negative 4 goes into the numerator because negative 5 divides into 20 negative 4 times. But this x squared over x to the 4th, the x squared is in the denominator. So as with the first two examples, the first two examples, they divided out evenly, which is fine, but some of our terms are going to divide out into being a fraction. So don't be alarmed if your answer, if your each term may end up being all fractions, and then some of them may be fractions and some of them may not be fractions. But just be mindful of making sure that you reduce each fraction correctly. All right, next example we have here, number 4, 18m cubed plus 9m squared plus 15m all over 3m squared. So we're going to take the 3m squared and we're going to divide that 3m squared into each of the terms. So we should have 3 separate fractions. So this is how we're going to write it. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to reduce each fraction. So this 3 divides into 18. How many times? 6. Where do you have the greatest amount of m's? In the numerator, so that's where we're going to place our answer. So we're going to subtract 2 m's from out of 3. We have an m. So the first term is 6m. The next term, middle term, 3 divides into 9 3 times. And what's going to happen to the m's here since they are identical? They're going to cancel out, meaning reduce to 1. So our middle term is plus 3. And then our last term, 3 divides into 15 5 times. And then our m's. Where would our answer go? Because we have, for the base m, would it be in the numerator or denominator? because we have the greatest amount of m's. It will be in the denominator. So we're going to subtract an m from out of m squared. We have an m left. So what this is saying here is that our third term, our answer would be in fraction form. So we would say 5 over m. Not 5m, but 5 over m as a fraction. And that is our solution, 6m plus 3 plus 5 over m.